Maybe I can't really do it. No, I don't like that. Oh, maybe I can't really do it. By the way, the things I'm singing are just don't worry about those. Take it up an octave. And I've loaded up the trusty Rickenbacker. We have a Rickenbacker in the studio. Welcome to part one of a three-part series called Writing a Song. What I'm going to be doing over the next few videos is I'm going to be basically writing a song on the spot, and I'm going to be documenting the whole thing. There is no formula for writing a song in my experience. Sometimes it comes from a lick or a riff or a chord progression or a lyric. So what I'm envisioning is the first part of this series will be the demoing process, the very bare bones demo. Part two would be developing that demo into a more structured, cohesive piece of music. And the third part would be actually recording the instruments, bass, vocals, drums, all that stuff, and presenting you the final mixed song. So without rambling on too much, let's see what happens. Wish me luck. Right, so the first thing I usually do is I set up my microphone and I link it up to my DAW. I'm using Presonus Studio One here. We got a signal. Right, so at this point, I'm not even gonna worry about tempo or anything like that. I'm gonna grab a guitar, and this is just for the purpose of making sure I've captured everything and nothing goes to waste if an idea should arise. This is actually the first guitar I ever got, and it was recently resurrected by my good friend Japs, and it's strung in something called the Nashville tuning, or a high strung tuning. You might know that sound from songs like Hey You. It's like really 12-stringy sounding. So I've been into this tuning for a while, and it makes things sound prettier. So it looks like my brain told me to grab a D chord. So let's see what happens. Like this. Like that. I'm sitting here writing a song for you. I'm thinking of words to say, but nothing good's coming out. I'm thinking of melody that won't make my skin crawl. I'm gonna go into a pre-chorus already. I can't really do it. Maybe I can't really do it. No, I don't like that. Maybe I can't. By the way, the things I'm singing are just don't worry about those. Oh, yeah. Just so I can don't forget. Maybe I can't really do it, but I'm gonna try. Verse. Maybe drums come in here. That's cool. So now back in the chorus. That's cool. I'm gonna try. Thinking for that melody, there'll be like a bunch of other melodies beneath it, like in counterpoint. La, da, da, ba, da, da. La, da, 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 da. Something like that. La, da, 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 the song will be what it wants to be, and the words come out like water in the mud. Okay, now this is the part where I usually pause, writing a bridge section. That's always tough because there's any number of ways you could go. You could change keys, you could stay in the same key. I feel I want to maybe go into a more like demented thing, maybe. This chord, back to this chord. Could be harmonies. I don't know what to do Okay, so now we're in the key of C instead of the key of D. This song will be what it wants to be, and the words come out like water. So back to the original key. Everything's building up after the bridge. A lot of build up, drums, big fills, background vocals. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. It's, what is it, 14 minutes of work. I think I have a somewhat of a decent idea for a song. What I would do now is I would go back and listen to the stuff I have and maybe start cutting and pasting things, and then I would work on tempo. And that'll be in the next part. But for now, I think I actually like the things I was saying. The song will be what it wants to be. I like that. The song will be what it wants to be, and that's exactly what's happening right now. And I'm not gonna filter myself. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Obviously, this is a very haphazard way of writing a piece of music, but sometimes things work out, and I'm glad this time I actually produced something. I was kind of worried that nothing was going to come out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one, where we're gonna dive into turning this very rough idea into a more structured, cleaner session. I have my session in front of me right now. I already tracked guitar, so we have the Nashville tuning guitar in tracks 1 through 4, and then 5 through 8 is the 12-string guitar. So what I usually do at this point is I start adding instruments, virtual instruments, VSTs, like drums and bass and piano and whatever comes to mind. After I'm happy with that, I decide, okay, this is what the song is going to sound like, and I take that to the studio and I replace the virtual instruments with actual instruments. So the VST drums will be tracked on an actual kit, and so on and so forth. Right, so what I have today in front of me to help me through this process is a tiny controller. I could use the big one, but for quick things like this is more than enough. First thing I did, which was not filmed, I didn't film the tracking of the guitars because, you know, whatever. That's I'll show some of that later on in part 3. But first thing I usually do is I decide on a tempo, and for that I use an application on my iPhone. It's a metronome, and it has a tap tempo function. So what I did is I just sang the part that I had recorded in part 1, and I tapped along, and it turned out to be 148, 149. It was oscillating between those two things. I decided to go with an even 150. So I set that up here, 150 right there, and I tracked the guitars. Actually, you know what? Here, let's take a listen. There's the clicks going. this is based on part 1, what I had, but down the line, any number of things could change. The structure could change. I could add a verse, I could remove a verse, I could add a chorus. But for now, as a starting point, I'm happy with this part. So, first thing I like to do is add some drums, just to give it some backbone. I feel that if you add drums, then adding bass lines becomes much easier. And I already have sort of an image of what I want the drums to be doing in this song. So I'm gonna do that first. Let's go ahead and add our virtual drum kit. We have our basic kit set up. There's your kick, snare. Okay, so let's see if my controller is armed. Okay, so let's move down an octave. Alright, I'm not good enough to play the whole thing at once. I know a lot of people are, they're just used to it. I'm not used to doing that. So what I usually do is I'll track kick and snare, and then I'll track like cymbals on top of that. So let's do that. Let's press record. Where's my cymbal? My rides. Very basic. I messed up a bunch, but that's okay. It's how I feel about the parts that matters, right? So I have somewhat of an idea. All right, so now that we've added the drums, I'm gonna add some bass guitar. Very rough, but just to get sonically close to where we want to go. All right, so I've loaded up Modo Bass. It's an amazing plugin by IK Multimedia, and I've loaded up the trusty Rickenbacker bass. We have a Rickenbacker in the studio, so I'll be recording on that. Alright, let's do it. Record. There will be mistakes, I guarantee. Time for some classic Mellotron goodness. Got drop easy keys on here. Mellotron is loading. I think if you put Mellotron on anything, it'll sound epic. Okay, play with the tuning. Yep, drop it down half. Third key. Okay, I don't want a recorder sound. I want, let's see. Boys choir, how does that sound? octave. Let's see. I like that. For now, remember, this is all preliminary stuff. We're just getting close to what we want. We'll fix all the little inconsistencies and work on the sounds, but for now, we're just getting one step closer. Okay, I like that. So let's go ahead and add that to... Should we do it in the intro? Let's see how that feels. I don't know. Maybe. But let's go to the parts where we're sure it's gonna be. Here we go. Now that we've done that, we're getting close to what we want. Next, what I'll do is I'll fix up all the timing issues and things like that. And this is pretty much the process. I mean, this is what I do when I'm trying to come up with something. This is step by step what I do. The next part will be finalizing the song, working on the lyrics and doing all that stuff, and going into the studio and actually recording things. We're almost there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part of writing a song, and stay tuned for the next one. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. This is part 3, the final part in the Writing a Song series. What I have to show you in this episode is the final takes that I did in the studio. I recorded drums and bass guitar at Audio Addicts in Beirut, Hamra, right down the street. My good friend Jean. And here's some footage from the studio. Say hello to Mr. Jean Madani, proprietor of Audio Addict Studios.
There's only a tom and floor tom setup, is that okay? Do you need more?
I think I might need all 3 toms. So here's our control room. It's a lovely space. And here's our live room. Our very large live room. There's Jean. This is where I'll be tracking the drums. So our session is now loaded. That was so easy. It was one click.
These are all vocals?
Yep.
I'm thinking of a melody that won't make my skin crawl. But maybe I can really do it.
Yeah, let's try it. Take 3. I got a fever.
Yeah.
Ready? Yep.
To
Right, so there's some studio footage. I hope you guys can see how much fun I had doing it. It's always a blast with Jean, especially. Without further ado, here's the song. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Crazy? Huh? I've got enough to worry about getting fucking whacked on this. I gotta fucking come home for this! I should fucking kill you!
I'm sitting here writing a song for you. I'm thinking of what to say, but nothing good's coming out. I'm thinking of a melody that won't make my skin crawl. But maybe I can